All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hope we had a lovely weekend. Welcome you to this morning's MMR. I'm going to be our pilot for this morning. I'm going to be the lecturer or the main instructor for this morning's market review. My name is Akondiola Komi Joshua. All right. So, all right. I can see a lot of us were already online waiting, but I would still love more people to join. But even with that, let's go ahead and talk to each other. Mr. Adedotu Oladimiji, good morning. Adiza, good morning. Alibode Isedu, good morning. Okay. I'm seeing Alfonso's Ikediashi, good morning. Chinedu, good morning. Jonathan, good morning. Idris Badamasi, good morning. Ige Ogunlade, good morning. I can see Odewale Titles, good morning. Omas King, good morning. Rotimi Abejoye, good morning. Okay, I can see this particular name, interesting names in SS. Okay, SS, good morning. Yusuf Rashidat, good morning. Ibrahim Saidu, good morning. So yes, a very good morning to all of us all. I can also see Kayode Shola. Good morning. Jackson Temitope, good morning. Yeah, good morning to all of you all. Good morning. Hope we had a lovely weekend. Hope our weekend was restful. Yes, I can see on the chat. Jonathan, yes, Chinedu, good morning. Okay, good morning to everybody all. Just to make all the whole stuff clear, please, I would like us to come to the chat section or chat box and just drop your message there. If you can hear me loud and clear, can you drop it loud and clear, or I can hear you? Yes, yes. Okay. So while others are still joining us, yeah. So if you can hear me clearly, please kindly drop a chat. Kindly go to the chat box section and drop a chat. Okay. I can hear. Okay. I can see Anyu Felix. Olugbenga saying, good morning, loud and clear. I love that. I love that. Good morning to you too, sir. Hope you had a lovely weekend. It's been interesting. We are back again to this lovely weekend, and the market has started moving again. And yes, we also need to move with it. We shouldn't stay. Okay, Collins Aja. Okay, Mr. Collins Aja, good morning. Saying I can hear you, sir. Jonathan is saying very clear, Mr. Joshua. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, if you can hear me loud and clear, that's interesting. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at what is happening in the market, how the market is going to be moving, which direction are we envisaging the market to go? Is the market buying or is it selling? You understand? So we're going to envisage, and well, all we hope to see is to know, hopefully, the market will go in our direction and we'll be able to make one or two things there. Make some interesting profit to ourselves. Okay. So first thing first, we'll look at how the market ended and then we'll start for the week. Look at where the market is going or how the market started this week. Is it going to go up? Are we going to envisage that the market will go up? Are we envisaging that it's going to go down? Generally, we look at it from the fundamental parts, then we dive straight down into the technical part of the market to see what are we expecting to happen in the market based on what the chart is showing us. Are we expecting the market to go up or come down? So we'll pick it from that side. We do it one step at a time. Do it one step at a time. Yes, we take it one step at a time, and hopefully we'll be able to do one or two things like that that will make it interesting for us. You understand? Okay, so we're going to be looking at the whole thing, the way it went. If we're able to make some fine profits for ourselves, you understand? Okay, so hopefully, let's look at it. Okay, I'm with us. Okay, I'm still seeing that the number is dropping. Yeah, before I even move on, I need to say these compliments of this season. You know, we're in the festive period. Yes, we shouldn't Just forget about everything like that and dive into it. Festive period, compliments of the season. I hope we're getting ready for this season. Yes, I hope we're getting ready for it. Okay. And hopefully it's going to be a happy one, a happy experience, a loving experience for us all as it has always been generally during the festive period. You understand? Okay. So I also feel maybe a lot of people have traveled. That's the reason why we don't have numbers. But yes, it's not stopping us from coming up online to join the morning market review, irrespective of wherever we are around the world anyway. Okay. But with this number, I think we can move. Right. So let's look at what happened in the market fundamentally last week. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Last week, coming. All right. So on Friday, the only news we had fundamentally was on GBP in the morning and CNY. And like we all know, we do not have the CNY on our platform. We do not have the Chinese yuan on our platform, but the Great Britain pound, yes, we do. And GDP for that particular currency came out negative -1. And we all know the reaction on it. We saw that the market actually went down, pushed down, and yes, people, and for those that entered the sell around that moment, they would have made some profits out of it. You understand? That was the only news that came out for that day. Apart from that, then the market moved technically. So we'll look at what happened last week technically. Then we'll look at how it's going to be again this week. We'll look at what is going to be fundamentally again this week. Okay, so first thing first, let's look at this week. Fundamentally, what are we expecting this week fundamentally? Today being Monday, we're expecting news by 9:15 on euros. We're expecting by 9:30. We're expecting 9:35. That's when we are having a President Lagarde speaking. By 10 a.m., we're also expecting 10:30. We're expecting 2:30, 3:45. Then by 9:20, the Bank of Canadian Governor Maclean is going to be speaking. Okay, so these are the news we are having for this month, today, this week. You understand? Like Monday, this the news we are having for today. So, well, as you all know, just like we normally tell you, we means whether we're going to be buying or selling in this market, depending if the actual comes out as green, it's telling us that the information is good for that instrument. If it comes out as red, it's telling us that we should sell, that the information that is being released is bad, you understand, for that particular currency. And if it comes out black, that's saying neutral, you understand. So we could follow it from that section, you understand. We'll take it one step at a time, you understand, okay? So these are the news we're expecting today on euros and GBP and USD. Well, hopefully it comes out the best way we can follow it, and we'll know the direction to take. All right. Okay. With that being said, let's look at the market technically, what it did last week and what we're expecting this week. Okay. With us. All right. So this is the chart for last week. This is the chart for last week. Sorry, this is what the chart is saying currently, but this is the way it is. Remember last week we emphasized a lot of things, and I believe the market moved in that direction. If we are able to look at the whole thing, what we are seeing, the market moved in that line. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay. In fact, as of this morning, look at the whole way Euro USD moved, came, dropped down, then pushed up, whole thing. Just between these 2 points. That's that. Last week, the market moved in its own way. The same way on Euro USD too, it did, it pushed up. USD JPY pushed up. USD CHF pushed up, now it's coming down, and it's at a particular point, it's more or less like a once range now. US 2000 did its own beat too, you understand? And Well, the market is just been dynamic. It's been moving in its own way, just like we emphasized last week. Okay, this is on US thousand, just like we emphasized. We said market is expected to drop, and look at it, it drop, and well, we'll look at how it's going to be today. Now we all know the drill for it. Let's just take it one step at a time. Now, this is it. We all know the drill. We'll start with currency first. Then after currencies, we move to commodities. From commodities, we move to indices, and hopefully we'll be able to touch a lot of instruments just like we did last week. So first thing first, I'm going to be starting with currencies. Like we all know, Euro USD is always the first two, and that's the same thing I'm starting with today. Euro USD. I'm starting with Euro USD today, and looking at what we're seeing based on the 1 hour time frame that I'm on. Okay, so I'm using this. Can you see? Currently, price got to this particular zone, demand zone, and pushed back up. But if we were to look at it based on what we're seeing on the trend from the top, let me pick it so we can see it from this particular section now. If you're picking it, look at what we're seeing. In fact, let me bring it down a little because this was where the whole thing started from. All those ones, it's just, if you're picking it from this side, look at it. Let's see. So it's been more of a downward trend on this 1 hour. It's been more of a downward trend. If we're looking at it at this pace, you understand, it's been more of a downward trend. It's been more of a downward trend on this 1 hour, but price broke it at this particular section. Now, this particular section now is no longer a resistance, is now a dynamic support. You understand? So at this section now, okay, let me pull it up here. Okay, so the way it is, it's more or less like price is going to range, and well, because it's still morning, and I feel because we're expecting a news to come out on euros, that's why it's giving us this particular section. A lot of traders will not. The price is a little bit choppy because they're expecting information. So because of that price, it's a lot of traders are still holding on, and because this is the beginning of the week, you understand. So a lot of people are kind of holding up to see what is going to happen. And based on the fact, just like I said, because of the information that is to be released now, I feel that's why price is struggling now currently. That's why I believe price is struggling. But once information is released, bam, I expect to see price moving, giving us a clear cut of which direction it wants to pick. If it is going to go up or it's going to go down, you understand? So currently, because of what it's doing, it's not giving us a definite direction based on what we are saying. So I'll kindly advise we hold on Euro USD. But if that is not the case, let's now look at it. If it's able to break below this particular section here, I expect price to come and have a little itch. But if that is not also the case there, then I expect it coming back down. You understand? It could do a little retest of this particular position and push back up. But that is not the case, then we're going to be waiting. It's in two ways. It's either we are having price not moving because of the information that is to be released, or price is going to move slowly and break this zone successfully, coming down. You understand? Okay. Um, yes. So it's either price is going to break this place slowly, calm and coolly, and it moves down. So if you're going to enter any sell, kindly wait for price to break below these particular zones, 1 and 2 down, then you can go for your sell. You can go for yourself if that happens. But if that does not happen, please hold on. And based on what we are saying, you discover that price is actually respecting this zone this morning, is respecting what it's having here this morning. So I feel that's what is happening here. All right. Okay. Let's move to another instrument, USD card. USD card. All right, USD card. I'm on USD card now. On USD card. Let's see what it's saying. Okay, based on what we're seeing on 1 hour, can you see Currently, it's also having an issue. It's more or less like it's just ranging as of this morning, but you discover that price has actually respected these 2 points. This is point 1. This is point 2. And yes, the price got here, got rejected, came back down almost to this point, and it's yet to break between these 2 points. So price, what we are having now is just more of an internal support and resistance, internal zones between these 2 points, you understand? So what our advice is, we hold on. If price is able to break below this part successfully, then it could come down. But if that is not the case, it could go back up. You understand? It could come down, test this point, then reverse back up and push up. You understand? Based on what is happening. Currently, it's not giving us any definite direction of it wants to go up, it wants to go down. So our advice, we should be very, very careful, you understand? Let's just look at what price is doing. If it gives us a definite direction, then we can follow it. If it gives us a definite direction, then we can follow. But if that is not the case, kindly hold on. Currently, what is doing on candle 0, its price is currently dropping. So maybe it's going to drop below this particular zone. If it drops below this particular zone, then I'm expecting price to come around this point. There's a zone here. I'm expecting price to come down around this point, you understand? But if it's able to break below this zone, then we're expecting it to get down here or even get down to this point, because basically where price is now is a supply zone. It's a supply zone, but price is yet to break below this point. So we need to hold on. This is a supply zone. Let it go below this particular section before you enter any sell. That's if you want to sell, you understand? If let it go below this point. But based on what I'm seeing, I might still expect dollars to push up. This is just a little pullback. Then after that, I'm expecting price to push up. If we are to look at it, let's even look at it on the daily time frame and see what is happening. Based on what we're seeing on daily time frame, price has been moving up all this while. It's been pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So if it pulls down today, this is on my daily time frame. What I'm expecting is just a little drawdown, then another pushback to the upside. Based on what I'm seeing on the daily time frame, I'm expecting it to just pull down a little, then push back up. That's my take on it. But if that is not the case, let's just hold on and see what happens on that. Okay. All right, let's go to another instrument, which is USD-JPY. USD-JPY. All right, looking at the pattern based on what we are seeing from my 1 hour time frame. Look at the trend. Look at the trend. Let's see it. Look at it. It's been bullish. Sorry, it's been an uptrend. You understand? Saying bullish. It's been an uptrend. Yes, it's been moving up all this while. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high now. Then we're expecting, so I'm still expecting price to still push up. So it's just a little setback, draw down a little, then push back. And even if it's getting to the top side, I'm expecting price to get to up this particular point here. Okay, let me shade it out so we could see it. Expecting price to get to this point. Now around this point is a supply zone, so I'm expecting it to push down there. You understand? That's my take on USD-JPY. I'm still expecting price to push up to that point, and if price is able to break above this point, you understand, then we all know what it means. It means it's going to be pushing up for a while. Based on what we're seeing from past, price broke all those points and came down. So, and price is actually trying to get back to that point again based on what we're seeing. And if it's able to push to that point, then we expect price to drop, because this zone now is, from what we're seeing on 1 hour time frame, is a sensitive supply zone. But let's look at it on the daily time frame. Is it the same? Is it the same? Okay, looking at it from the daily time frame, you see price got to this high, came down, now pushed up again. When it got to this point, a little pullback. Now price is pushing. I'm still expecting price to go up on USD-JPY. That's my take. I'm expecting price to go up. So it's just a little pullback. What I would just advise us to do is wait out till you see any bullish reversal movement, then you can follow it from that point. Because if you look at what we are saying here now, discover that it's more or less like it's a pullback. So once he is able, it's done with the pullback, it will give us a bullish movement, a bullish engulfing. You understand? A bullish engulfing could actually do the whole trick here. And with that, we could just follow it, push up. So USD JPY, I'm expecting price to go up. That's my take on USD JPY. Okay. So let's look at USD CHF. Okay, USD CHF. Based on what I'm seeing on my 1 hour time frame now, you see, price actually came down to this point and ranged for a little. After that, it started pushing up and it's been pushing up. Now got up, came down to this point. I remember there was news on CHF. That was what battered this whole move. You understand? It battered this whole movement to this upside. Now price has been dropping, and as of this morning, price is having a little itch around this point. Yes, it's having a little issue here. Price is struggling here. And if you look at it based on the whole last time when news came and everything, price also had issues here before it broke it, pushed to this particular high. Now it's dropping and it has gotten to this point again. Price is having issues. So let's hold on for it. There could be a rejection here and price begins to move back to the upside. But if price is able to break below this section, if price is able to break below this section, I'm seeing price coming back down. That's my take on USD CHF. If price is able to break below this section, price is coming back down to this point. But if that does not happen, then we hold on. So I'll kindly advise, please hold on first. Hold on, let price break below this particular, let this particular candle break below and close below. And if possible, if a retest should take place and is unable to break it back, then we should know that yes, the price is going where? Down, straight down. If price is unable to break that zone, then we should expect that, okay, there will be a reversal back. So that's just it. There are three opinions from this. Either price breaks below this man, closes down, a little retest back to this particular zone, and it's unable to break it, then it moves down, or price is unable to break the zone, ranges on this part, then a reversal back to the upside. You understand? So that's that on USD CHF. Okay. So let's go for GBP USD. GBP USD. Let's go to GBP USD and see what is happening. Okay. Based on my 1 hour time frame, what we are seeing at a point, price was going up. Now price broke it because at that situation, price ranged here. It ranged here for a while. Then price broke it down, and price respected this trend. If you look at it, broke it and respected this trend that was drawn here. When price got to this point, it could not break this particular zone. Now respecting it, and it came back down to this point. So let's look at what we're envisaging here. At this particular section now, looking at it, price is on a demand zone. Can we see? And based on what we're seeing from time past, that particular section is a zone on its own. The last time, before now, that particular zone used to be supply zone. You see, came down, broke it, ranged a little, broke it back to the upside. Now price has gone back to that same section, and price is respecting this zone. It's pushing it up, you understand? So hopefully based on what we are saying, looking at this too, you know that yes, it was news, you understand? And price has already done 50% out of it, you understand? But for us to know if it's still going to continue, let's hold on for price to close at least up to 50% of this particular candle. You understand? It should close bullish. And if that happens, fine. We're expecting the price to go back up. But if that is not the case, price could go down on GBP USD. But based on what we are seeing here, price is trying to push back to the upside. So I'm expecting price to move up on GBP USD. I'm expecting price to move up on GBP USD based on what I'm saying. GBP USD, I'll pitch my tent with the bulls. Okay, because price actually went down last week Friday, so this week they want to start strong. I'm also believing that that's another, if I'm going to follow that based on my own opinion or sentiment, I'm expecting price to go up. Okay, so that's that on GBP USD. Let's look at GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Okay, so on GBP JPY, you discover that on my 1 hour time frame, price has been moving up, even though slowly. Look at it, it's been moving up slowly. Okay, at a point was this. Price has been moving up slowly. Then when it got to this particular high, it started ranging, broke it a little here, went back, and it's ranging on this. So if I'm to look at it based on what I'm saying here, and you discover that price is actually having issues with this particular man, this trend, I'm expecting price to still push back, but it's taking its time. I'm expecting price to go back up on GBP JPY. I'm still pitching my tent with the bulls. But if that is not the case, it could break it down and come back to this particular zone down here. But if that does not happen, price is coming back up, and we'll be looking at, there's another zone around this part. Let's see. There's a zone around this point here. So if price is able, I'm expecting price to push back into this point, and if price is able to break above this particular section, I'm expecting price to what? To buy successfully. I'm expecting price to buy successfully if it's able to break above. But this zone here is a supply zone, yes. Based on what I'm saying, this particular section is a supply zone. So price could actually have issues ranging at this point. Price could have issues ranging at this point, you understand? But if it's able to break above it successfully, then I expect price to push up to the upside. All right, so that's my take on GBP JPY. Right, the next instrument we'll be looking at is let's say CHF JPY. Let's look at CHF JPY. Looking out for CHF JPY. CHF JPY. Okay, CHF JPY. Now this is it. CHF JPY. Based on what we're seeing from this point, price moves to this. This was how it moved at first. You understand? Price moved at this point, went up, respected, broke it. Now is at this particular section. Look at what we're saying here. This particular section is the zone. This is a support zone. Price is now expecting this trend, you understand? And it's trying to push back down, you understand? So I'm still expecting price to push back to the upside, but the zone here is a strong zone. Look at it. The zone here is a strong zone. So can you see it's a cross section here? That's why price is having this issue. So I expect price to still move, push back to the upside and break it. That's my take. I'm expecting price to still push up on CHF JPY, but the zone here is what is strong. So if price is able to break away from this particular point to the upside, price is able to break above this point to the upside, then I'm expecting a buy. I'm expecting a buy if price is able to break above this point. But if that does not happen, if it gets into this point and it reverses back, price is going to drop. Understand? Price is going to drop. Based on my take, I'm expecting price to push up. But if that does not happen, if it's respecting this zone, then it could drop. It could drop down to around this point. And funny enough, if you look at it, price is like price even gapped up here. Yes, can you see? It gapped down, price gapped down and it covered it back. So we're expecting price to push up, but if that is not the case because of what we're saying, it could come down to this particular section, then reverse back to the upside. I'm expecting price to push up. You understand? But if you look at it based on another side, price went up, touched this point, came down, you understand, respected this zone. Now it's go back to this point, is respecting it. Price could actually come back down. You understand? That's how interesting it is. It come back down to respect this zone. Okay, but let's look at how it's going to be, then we'll follow the direction. Let's see if it's going to move below. Once it's able to get around this point, yes, it could come down to this point. So that's what my take on it is. I'm expecting that price will still push up on CHF JPY. That's my own take. I'm expecting price to still push up. Okay. And with that being said, let's look at Euro JPY. So look at it. Euro JPY came down, broke it. Now it's been pushing up. got to this particular zone, broke it, and is still pushing up. Now, where it is a supply zone. Where price is a supply zone. This is a supply zone, and price has gotten almost to that point and it's dropping. So I'm expecting it to drop to this. Based on what we're seeing on the trend, I'm expecting price to drop to this point before it reverses back to the upside. Even though there's a little zone here, but I'm still expecting price, even if it's going to drop down, then push back up. But nevertheless, just like we all know, like I said, remember there's an information coming up on euros this morning. So because of that, price is a little bit tricky, but expecting it to, well, based on what I'm seeing, I'm expecting price to drop a little to around this zone before it reverses back up. That's my own take on Euro JPY. I'm expecting price to drop before it reverses back to the upside on Euro JPY. Okay, so the next instrument we're going to be looking at is let's see, CAD JPY. Let's look out for CAD JPY. CAD JPY. Okay. CAD JPY. Okay. Looking at what we're seeing on CAD JPY, based on what we're seeing from this month, look at it here. Okay, so price has actually respected this particular trend we're seeing here. Look at it. It's been moving up, went up, came back down, went up again, came back, and is respecting the zone. Look at it, even horizontally, it respected this particular trend here. It respected the zone. Let me pull it out so you will see it around this point. Look at what we're saying here. You see, price respected this particular zone and didn't break it down, pushed back to the upside. Now price is coming back down. So I'm expecting price to come down to this particular section. Then there will be a reject of price. Price will reject it back to the upside. You understand? I'm expecting price to reject it back to the Oh, sorry for okay. I feel there's a network glitch. There was a network glitch. Sorry about that. So I'm expecting a price to drop down to this point on CAD JPY. I'm expecting price to drop down to this point. You understand? That's if it doesn't even respect this particular zone here. But if it respects this zone around this point, I'm expecting price to work push back to the upside. You understand? I'm expecting price to push back to the upside on CAD JPY. Yes, based on what I'm saying, this is just a little pullback there. And after that, I'm expecting it to push up. This is the demand zone. For me, I'm expecting it to push back to the upside. You understand? Price to buy on CAD JPY. Understand? But let's hold on for the rejection first because it could still decide to break it down to this point to respect this particular trend before moving back to the upside. That's that on CAD JPY. CAD JPY. Okay, I think for now leave currencies and let's move to other instruments. Let's move to other instruments. So we're going to be moving down to commodities now. Commodities. So I'm getting start with gold. Let's go and see what gold is doing. Let's see the movement on gold. So wow, this is it. Wonderful. Look at what gold did. Look at what gold did. So gold actually has been dropping down. I remember last week on Friday, I took this particular money market review. So, and from based on what we see, we're envisaging that price was going to drop. And yes, price has done that. And also this morning, based on what we are saying, we discovered that price is ranging now. Price is not giving us a definite direction on gold. Yes, price is not giving a definite direction on gold. So because of that, let's hold on. Since price is not giving us any definite direction here, we should do what? We hold on. Wait for it to break out from these particular ranging zones. If it's able to break out of these zones, then yes, we could actually say, okay, this is where it's going to. But if it does not break out of these zones, if it's still dancing inside this zone, please, let's hold on for it to do its due. But once it breaks out, if it breaks above, bam, go for your buy. If it goes below, then we're expecting price to continue in the bearish movement. You understand? That's just it. If price is able to break below, then we should expect price to go down. And if it's coming down, we're expecting it to get down to this particular trend. But if that does not happen, there could be a reversal back to the upside. So hold on for price to break out of any of these particular section here. Understand? Because this is 2-in-1 now. It could go bullish, it could go bearish. But the main thing is we hold on for price to break in any of the direction. Then we what? We follow the direction. So my take on gold is what? Wait, because price is ranging. And actually, price is actually respecting a zone here. And if you look at it, it's respecting this particular zone from this point. Can you see? It's expecting it. Price had issues there, for it went back, broke it here and pushed up. So yes, maybe that's the same thing that is affecting price here. Why price is ranging. Understand? So let's hold on for price to break outside that zone, either to the upside or the downside. Then we'll follow the direction based on what we're seeing. And I believe with that, we'll do some things. We'll make our own proceeds out of it. We'll make our profits out of it, hopefully. You understand? But the main thing is weight. All right, that's that on gold. So we move to oils. Let's move to oil. Move to oils. All right, based on what we're seeing on oil, the trend has been more of an upward movement, and it has gotten to this particular high here again, and price is expecting it. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Look at the trend. You see, from this point, price actually moved up. Moved up. Yes. Price moved up from this point, started moving up from this point, and it respected this trend. You understand? Moved up from this point, respecting the trend upwards. Now, it got to this particular high and it got rejected. Don't forget here, it got rejected. Now I'm still expecting, now price dropped a little to this point and now it's pushing it back to the upside. So yes, it could do a little a retest here, but if that does not happen, if it's unable to break this particular zone here, I'm expecting price to what? To drop. If price is unable to break this particular section, this zone here, I'm expecting price to what? To drop. But based on what I'm seeing, I'm still expecting price to go up on this oil. Price should push up on oil. I'm expecting oil to buy. But because it's close to this section, I would advise you can hold on. If you want to be an aggressive trader, you could go for it, but I would advise you hold on, let it go into this zone and break above it successfully before you go for your buy. You understand? Before you go for your buy. But if that is not the case, if it gets into this section, and because this point is a strong zone, you understand, it could reverse back to the trend before it gathers momentum and what? Pushes back to the upside. That's that on oils. You understand? Okay, so let's look at wheat. Let's look at wheat. Let's look at wheat. Wheat is another commodity. No, look at it. Wheat has actually dropped, came down. This is the trend based on what we're seeing here. It's been coming down. Okay. And as of this morning now, it's not, E2 is not giving us any definite direction, but it's just respecting the zone here. It's not giving us any definite direction. So I would say we should hold on for it first. It could break below this particular section. And if it pushes down, because based on what we're saying, came down, pushed up, came down, pushed up a little bit, and it's now doing that lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So let's hold on and see what it's going to do here. If it's able to push back down, then I'm expecting price to drop down to this particular section where we are. If it's able to break below this particular zone, okay? If it breaks this below this zone successfully, then I'm expecting price to come down on wheat. You understand? Let me just look at it from this part. Yeah, I'm expecting price to drop once it gets to this section. Okay, so that's that. That's my take on wheat. Okay, I can see Ruby, you're saying please kindly analyze that gold again. Please, thank you. I just finished the analysis. I'm sorry, I'm not going back to that. I already told us what price is doing on gold, please. Sorry, I'm not going to that now. Let me finish all I have to say. And if there's still more time, then we can go back to that. But if there's no time, I'm sorry. I just finished doing the analysis on gold. Okay, so let's go to indices. Let's move to indices. Indices. All right, so I'm going to be starting with US 30. US 30. Oh, this is US 30 on my daily time frame, but let's look at it from my 1 hour time frame. Look at it from the 1 hour time frame. Price has been dropping. It's been more of lower low, lower high. In fact, this is so serious. Look at it. Look at the movement. Look at the movement. It's been giving clean downtrend. This has been the trend on US 30. It's been giving us this downward movement for a while now. Look at it. Look at it. Down, 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 down. And price has been respecting these zones. Interestingly, price has been respecting these zones. So now price has gotten close to it again and is trying to drop. So yes, I would expect if I'm to follow based on what he's doing, I would expect price to just have a little drop here again, push back, drop. It's just going, it's respecting the trend. So let's go with the trend. Remember, we've always said it that the trend is your friend. You understand? Don't ever trade against the trend. So I will say I'm expecting price to what? To drop based on what I'm seeing. If you look at it from the daily time frame too, price has been dropping and okay, let me come in. Based on what we're seeing, price is dropping now. You see, indices, like I say, for me, I say indices is it's more of a bullish instrument. You understand? It's more of a bullish instrument. So if you're looking at it from this daily time frame, I'm expecting if price should get to this particular point that's been marked out, this is based on daily time frame, price is going to have some issues here. And if it's unable to break it around this cross section, I'm expecting, pending the time that happens, I'm still expecting price to go down. Still expecting price to what? Go down on US 30. I'm expecting price to go down on US 30. That's my take on US 30. I'm still expecting price to go down. Okay, so let's move to the next instrument, which is US 100. We look at US 100. US 100. Let's go to US 100. Okay. Just looking out for US 100, US 100. Okay. Okay. US 100. Right. I'm still on it. US 100. All right. On US 100 now. I'm on US 100. And look at it too. US 100 has been more on my 1 hour time frame. It's been more of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You understand? It's been more of a bullish movement. You understand? Uptrend. It's been giving us that uptrend for a while. Then once it moves, gets to a new high, drops down. So I feel that's the same thing that is happening. But if you look at it this morning too, look at it basically based on what we are saying. It's just like price is ranging on US 100. Price is ranging on US 100. That's what I'm seeing here. Price is ranging on US 100. It's not really giving us a definite direction here. Price is ranging on US 100. So I'll kindly advise you wait for it to break outside any of these zones here before you can do anything. Okay, let me mark it out for us to see so we could see. Okay. For me, I just feel this is it. Coming. This is it. So the price has been ranging. Let it break up outside any of this zone, either down or to the upside. Then we could follow it. You understand? Price is ranging. That's just it. Let it give us a clear cut out of these two zones. If it's able to break out of it, either to the upside or downside, then we what? We follow it. We follow the direction. But if that is not the case, we hold on. Based on what we're saying now, price is ranging on US 100. It's not giving any definite direction. So wait for it to break outside it, then we can follow the direction it gives. If it goes to the upside, then we'll go to the upside with it, buy. If it goes below, if it closes below, then sell. Okay, that's that on US 100. Okay, so let's go to US 500. Let's see what is happening on US 500. Okay, US 500. US 500. Okay, based on what we're seeing here, we discover that okay, price got to this particular section and it's been rejected like twice, you understand? Came down, pushed it back up, came down. So I'm expecting, based on what we're seeing now, we can also say it's more or less like a double bottom here. We're expecting price to push up. But if we look at the trend here, the trend is not a sharp one based on what we're seeing here. It's not that sharp here based on what we're seeing. It's not a sharp one. And can you see? It's so I'm expecting price to push up. And once it gets to this particular trend again, it could drop. In fact, let me zoom out so we can see. Can you see it? That's the way I'm saying it. But over time, you see that price has actually respected this particular section here. You understand? Around this point, it dropped here, did a little bit of ranging before it broke out and moved up. I'm very sure this is news. This other one too is news. This movement, these two movements here could be news, you understand? So let's just hold on and see what it's doing here, because even at this section here, there's a zone here. There's a little zone around this point here, and price is actually respecting it. You understand? Price is respecting this section. So if price is unable to break below this section, I'm expecting price to do what? To push up on US 500. I'm expecting price to push up on US 500. So this is just a little pullback, but I'm expecting price to do what? Push up on US 500. That's my take on US 500. So we'll go to the next indices now. On the US zone, we'll go to US 2000. US 2000. Okay, US 2000 it is. We're on US 2000 now. Let's see what is happening this morning. Okay, so look at the way US 2000 has also been. It's been dropping, but it's not the sharp way. It's just dropping slowly. And I believe it's respecting the trend based on what we're seeing. It's been respecting the trend. It's been dropping calm, coolly, and everything. So based on that, I'm still expecting price to drop. You understand? If it follows the trend, but based on what we're saying, it could drop down a little, then push back to the upside. Indices instrument, I expect it to still push up. So yes, I'm expecting it to go back up a little, push to the upside, then drop. If you don't want to wait for it, you can just follow it when it's going up. You understand? I still believe it's still going to push back to the upside on US 2000. Based on what I'm saying, I believe it's going to push back to the upside. So it's just a little drop, then push back. But based on what we're seeing on the trend should always be your friend, not your enemy. So don't trade against the trend. Trade with the trend. Trade with the trend based on what we are seeing. All right, that's that on US 2000. So let's move to D40, DE40. Low, And behold, we're on DE40, and based on what we're seeing on price is ranging currently. I said, sorry, price is dropping and is respecting this particular zone. Is respecting this zone here. Is respecting this zone here. So I'm expecting it to, because price had issues here. Look at it. Last week, Thursday, Friday, the same thing. This morning now, price again is still having issues at this point. So if price is unable to break this point, below this point successfully, if price is unable to break below this point, I'm expecting price to push back to the upside. And remember, like I've always said, when it comes to indices, indices is more a buying instrument. Indices is more of a buying instrument. Just a little pullback, then push to the upside, a little push to the to the downside, then a reverse back to the upside. That's that on indices. So I'm expecting price to reverse back to the upside. Okay, that's my take on. So yeah, expecting price to still push up on DE40. That's my take, DE40. I'm expecting price to push up on DE40. Okay. All right. So still have some time, 8 minutes more. So what we're going to be doing now is this. You have any instrument you want me to look at again, so kindly drop it. So Mr. Arubi, if you're still online now, basically I'm seeing your chat. You're saying that, oh, sorry about that. You said your network was bad and it just got good now. So no problem. I'm going to look at it now, Mr. Arubi. I'm going to be looking at it. Still have like some 8 minutes together. So I'll look at gold now for us. Let's see what gold is saying. Okay, let's go back to gold. So on gold, just like I said, gold is ranging currently. It's not giving us any definite direction. So allow you to break out of this zone that has been shaded based on what we're saying here. Allow you to break out of this particular zone that has been shaded, either to the upside or to the downside. You understand? Whichever direction it breaks to, that's where you should follow. If it goes down, down. If it goes up, up. So that's the take on gold. You understand? Based on what we're saying here, we're expecting price to go in any of this direction, either upside or downside. Okay. So Jifatu Mfamu Roti saying, please help review major currencies prior to the closure. There's nothing there to talk about again on the major instrument, Mr. Soji. You understand? I don't know if you can get me, if you're hearing me. There's nothing serious to talk about on major instruments. Euro USD based on, just look at it based on what you're seeing on the zones. If it breaks below that particular section, there's another zone here. It could do a little retest back. And if that does not happen, then fine. You hold on. This, in fact, is more of the waiting. And remember, just like I told us, we saw fundamentally this morning, we are expecting some information on euro. So we need to be also risk conscious on that. You understand? So that's that on it. There's nothing serious on it. If it breaks below, just follow based on the information that you've been given this morning on all this instrument that I gave you on this instrument based on the zones that we are seeing. You follow it, I believe you'll be fine. USD card, to look at it, is also ranging. You understand? It's not like it's giving us any definite direction. So just follow the information that you've been given, and I believe you'll be fine on that. There's nothing serious on what price is doing on the major instruments. Just follow it, and yeah. Based on everything we've talked about, we'll be okay. So do we have any other instruments you want me to look at? We still have some 5 minutes. Okay. Adiwale is saying GBP NZD. Okay, why saying please, sir, is it possible to know the exact price to buy or sell after breakout, either up or downside? If you look at the chart, you see the current market price now. You're saying the current market price. So yes. And another thing you need to understand is this. Look at the zones. Where is the zone? Where is the market price resting? Where is it resting? You understand? That's what matters. Look at it. Is that place a zone? If it's a zone, then you hold on. Waiting is a strategy when it comes to technicals. Wasting is a strategy. So where your price is resting will also help determine what you're going to do. You understand? But the exact price, look at what the market is not stagnant, it's moving. And because the market is not stagnant, what you just do is just emphasize around that price. That okay, based on what I'm seeing now, I'm expecting price to pick me here or pick me there. You understand? But giving you an exact price on this, that's not it. That's not it. So look at what it is. If I give you a price now, it might not go the same way. And then yes, I'm not even going to do that anyway because I believe we've been given good information. We've been trained well on this. So yes, and I'm sure we are all good on that. Yes. So Adewale GBP NZD, GBP NZD. Okay, let's see. GBP NZD. GBP NZD, I'm with you. GBP NZD. All right, GBP NZD. Okay, stay with us. GBP NZD. All right, GBP NZD, I'm on it now. All right. Based on what we are saying, we discovered that price went to this particular high, and since then, price has been expecting it. It's been coming down. There's a trend on it. Look at the trend. Look at what it's giving you here from here. Price has been expecting this trend. It's been doing the downward, giving us the downward movement based on what we're seeing here. It's been giving us a downward movement. Price has been expecting it. So around this particular point, there's a zone here. So just hold on for it to break below this particular section successfully. If price is able to break below this section successfully, then I expect price to do what? To move down. Should also move down. Price is coming down on it. That's what I'm saying here. If price is able to break below this zone, you understand, successfully, then sell. That's my take on it. GBP NZD, based on what I'm seeing on the trend, price is dropping. That's that on GBP NZD. So let's look at GBP AUD. Yes, I know Mr. Who? Mr. AY also said we should look at GBP AUD. So let's look at GBP AUD. Let's see what is happening on GBP AUD. GBP AUD is currently at a zone. Yes, he also got to a particular high, and yes, based on what we're seeing on the trend, but here is on this particular zone now, and it's more or less like price wants to respect this little zone we're seeing here. Based on what we're saying, is like price wants to respect it because price has been ranging between, in fact, look at it here. After this whole movement, price has been respecting these two zones here. Price has not gone above any of these 2 points. You understand? It's been inside this point. I'll say it's ranging between these two zones. So yes, you could also wait for price to break below or above on these two sections. Once price does that, if it's able to break above it successfully, then you follow the direction. We'll all be fine on that. Make our profit and proceeds out of it. You understand? So that's that on GBP AUD. All right. So I'll be using this opportunity to say I mentioned some names while I started this morning's class. So I'll be doing the same again. Hello, I'll be doing the same again. Annie Kibe, Solomon, Anthony, Kayode, Anthony Nwaizi. Yeah, Nwaizi. Then ASOS, this is the system name, ASOS 7, I'll be Z012D, AY. You can see Bayo, Olulowo, Bello Toyin, Charles Oguchidi, Obodo, Chinedu, Crown Koli, Dorothy Okoji, Edoyin, Ekpemski, Emmanuel Ekenedo, Emmanuel Omorogbe, Fatoki Florence, Femi Adeojo, Idris Badamasi. Okay, this is a phone name, Y5 Prime 2018. Okay, yes, I'm seeing a lot of names that has to do with phone. Infinix S516, iPad, iPhone. All right, this is it. Everybody, I'm saying have a lovely day. And at the same time, I'm still greeting us to say compliments of the season. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, sir. You did not mention your name. Or your number.